There can be miracles when you believe. But you know, miracles don't last forever because Mike, David, what happened? Hey guys, it's your girl Ayesha and welcome along to my Strictly Slice. This is the place to be if you are a big fat fan of Strictly Come Dancing. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss another episode. Now, all that being said, let's get straight into it. So it goes without saying that the nation is happy that Alfonso Ribeiro has once again blessed us with his presence. I'm so happy. I love me some Carlton Banks, okay? Now, the only thing is, I wish that they had gotten him to perform. I really, really do, because the man can dance like proper. So I was really, really hoping for that, but it didn't happen. But you know, there's always YouTube. I'm going to talk to you now about my personal top 5, and of course I always want to know who your top ones are as well. So for me, in at number 5, I've got to put in Will and Jeanette. That contemporary dance made me bawl my eyes out. Like I was full blown crying. Will is such an inspiration to people who have any kind of disability, and he has proven that even though he has the problems with his hands and with the joints in his feet as well, that he can still do these amazing, incredible lifts, and that he can still move with grace. And like, I was just so captivated by his story and his storytelling throughout this dance. I thought he did an absolutely brilliant job, and he moved everybody, not a dry eye in the house. Motsi couldn't even speak afterwards. Like, everybody was just saying just how moved that they were. The nation was in tears. I was a mess. Like, I really felt a lot of love for Will on this episode. I really, really did. Just before the dance started, as usual, they played the VT. And when he said that at 7 years old, he was diagnosed with cancer, I was just like, oh my goodness. Like I had no idea, you know. So they the fact that he shared that part of him, you know, it was very, very brave, you know, to talk about that. And then the song started with Once I Was 7 years old. So that, for me, I was gone immediately, because I felt like I was transported back to when he was a 7-year-old. You know what I mean? Like to what we just saw in the VT. Scores wise, I gave this one an A, and he got 7, 8, 8, 9, and I'm not surprised. He did so well. In at number 4 for me is Kelvin and OT. Now I know that normally they are like number 1 or number 2 or like joint first or whatever, but we had some amazing choreography in this episode, so they kind of got shifted just a little bit, but you know, there is no mistaking that the man's hips do not lie, okay? The hips don't lie. This cha-cha-cha was fantastic, an amazing way to kick off the show. The energy was great, you know. I actually think that we saw more of his personality come out in this dance. I wasn't too thrilled about the denim jacket. I like seeing him in a little bit of sparkle, but you know, that's just me. That doesn't take away anything from the fact that it was a brilliant cha-cha-cha. OT's choreography is just so good. It was bright, it was colourful, it was just full of sass and sexiness, and like, it was so flirtatious. Like, it was just so good. For this one, he got 3 8s and a 9, and he got an extra 9 from me. Joint first. We have 3 couples who are joint first this week. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the first one that I'd like to talk about is Emma and Aljaz. That Viennese waltz to Saving All My Love For You, one of my favourite songs. That just melted me, absolutely melted my heart. And I'm really, really glad that she did really well this week, because obviously her being in the dance off last week, all eyes are going to be on her. You know, it's going to be like, so Dev went home because of you. You need to step up, and we need to see why you're here. And she proved why she's here. That was an absolutely perfect Viennese waltz. I've never seen her with so much grace. When she did, was it a foxtrot? I think it was a foxtrot to the theme of Downton Abbey that she did a couple of weeks back. She looked beautiful in that, absolutely stunning. So even there, like, you can see that like her frame was getting better and better. But in this, like, she didn't drop her frame once. She just looked so graceful, and that dress, the way that the dress moved with her, oh my God. Like, it's what I love about the Viennese waltz is it's just so romantic, and it just draws you in. Like, when it's done well, it really, really draws you in. And I was just like this the whole time. And it's funny because like Riley was like crawling all over me and making a holipo noise, and I'm just like, shut up, I'm trying to watch this. Oh my God. So like I had to watch it again. It was just so beautiful. It was a straight 10 from me. Like, I wasn't gonna hold back on that. You know, the girl deserved it, in my opinion. She actually got straight 9s for it, but for me, the extra point was just for the feeling that I got when I watched it. Like, I just felt warm, cozy, bubbly, romanticized. I absolutely loved that. Next, we're gonna have a little conversation about Miss Saffron Barker and Mr. AJ Pritchard. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I was so impressed by this. First of all, you caught the cane, girl. Well done. Okay, well done on catching the cane with one hand, mind you. Skills, all right? I can totally understand why AJ does not usually trust his partner to catch props and all the rest of it, because if you drop it, you ruin the illusion, right? When you're dancing like that, you're drawing people in and they are hooked. And if you mess up like that, you can ruin everything, but she didn't. So first and foremost, props for that. I loved all those cute little steps that they were doing together at the beginning. This is a big band number, so obviously I love big band music. So it's a crowd pleasing classic. We all love it, we all know it, and it was done the most justice. I absolutely adored this dance. I love seeing AJ in a tailcoat. I think he looks absolutely adorable. Her dress was stunning. I thought that her frame was beautiful as well. I love watching hands, and I mean, I can't do it perfectly, but the way that her hand would like rest on like AJ's shoulder, she's got that pinky finger up. She knows what she's doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't do it properly, but she knows what she's doing. She looked great. Her spins, beautiful. Everything was just on point. Everything was just in time. She was smiling the whole time as well, which is great for her because she's always constantly smiling. I don't think it's actually possible for her to not smile. So it was really nice to see. But what was lovely was how big her smile got when she caught the cane, because you know she was proud of herself. So she was like, yes, I got it. But she was trying to like stay composed, but she's still like, yes, I got the cane. I thought that she did spectacularly, and it was a straight up 10 from me. And it looks like the judges also agreed with me. She got 9, 10, 9, 10. So I am happy with that. She fully deserved it. That was wicked. Now, I wonder if you can guess who the last couple are in my joint first trilogy. Karim and Amy. Oh my Lord. They blew my socks off, my slippers off. They snatched my wig. My edges were non-existent. Well, they're non-existent anyway, but we won't talk about that. But seriously, listen, I was so impressed by this salsa. So impressed. Okay, so first and foremost, it's Who Let the Dogs Out. It's a fun tune. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. And he gave it so much energy. Craig said that he danced it a little bit too hard. I don't agree. I don't think he danced it too hard. But what I do agree with is when he was saying how he tends to take too wide a step when he's doing his basic. I get that. I understand that. However, do you know what? I really didn't care. Like, I didn't care. I did not care. His acrobatics, I live for them. They're in pretty much every dance, unless it's a really slow one. They are in every dance. And he is just so full of energy. He is the life and soul of the party, the life and soul of Strictly. He is definitely one to watch. He's got to keep dancing after this. Like, I'd be upset if he just like stopped dancing after Strictly. He needs to carry it on, and he needs to be on stage in like some West End show or something. The lifts on point, the hips on point. Like, he started it by just flinging himself over Amy's head just out of nowhere. Like that, the way that made me sit up in my chair, like I was just sort of slouched and ready to watch it. When I see him come flying over her head, I went, oh, okay. I'm not taking notes during this dance. I need to sit and actually just watch it first and then make my notes afterwards, because boy. I mean, as somebody who, you know, I used to dance salsa for quite a long time back in the day. Like, this just thrilled me so much. I love salsa dances that have a whole heap of different tricks and a whole heap of extra nonsense thrown in. I love all of that, you know. It's all about sort of like, well, it should be all about showing off the lady, really. But to be honest, I kind of couldn't take my eyes off Karim. I had to watch it again to see what Amy was doing, because I was just blown away by his moves. He's just so damn good. A 10 from moi. His scores were 8, 10, 9, 9. I don't know where that 8 came from. I think Craig needs to reevaluate himself. Other words, okay. This at the very least deserved a 9 and 3 10s, but instead it got 8, 10, 9, 9, you know. True say, I'm not the professional, innit? Like, I go by feeling. And I was feeling good after watching that. Honourable mentions for me this week. We need to have a little quick conversation about Alex and Neil, because up until this point, I haven't been very impressed with her. And that's not me being horrible. It's just that she's been a little bit forgettable for me personally. Like, I've not really remembered many of her dances. This Charleston, fantastic. She was in time, she was on point, and I think because a lot of it kind of resembled her kicking a football, like, she just looked really comfortable with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, this to me was her breakthrough dance. I mean, she even, like, I'm pretty sure that she like lifted Neil at some point, you know, or at least assisted in some sort of lift. Like, she just really came out of her shell. Everyone thought it. She should have been in the dance off last week, and she said that, you know, that she was doing this for all the people at home who voted for her, and she came through. So well done to Alex. I also want to big up Emma and Anton, because I feel that they were judged really harshly on their paso doble. Let me know what you think about this. I personally thought that it had a lot of passion, a lot of great acting in it. She was fierce, she was fabulous. Her skirtography, amazing. I thought that her shaping was beautiful. I thought that she did an incredible job on it, and I think that she just got judged way too harshly for that. So I just wanted to send out some love. I mean, she ain't gonna see this, but you know, just sending out some love into the universe and just letting her know that the girl did good, man. She really, really, really did. I don't agree with the score of 5 from Craig. Like, what are you talking about? Everyone else gave her 7s. He gave her a 5. They literally had like 2 days to get this together because she was so busy on EastEnders. So for like a couple of days rehearsal, incredible. Like, that looked like it had been worked on all week. So this dance off. So the 2 improvers of the week last week, Mike and David, their miracle just ended completely, like, just splat. Oh dear, oh dear. Bless them though. Bless Dave. You know, he gave it a good old try. It is very, very, very hard to do a jive when you are, what is he, 8'10"? Or something ridiculous. The man is tall, okay? It is really, really hard to do like kicks and flicks and all that. I mean, James Cracknell, he had a hard time doing it as well when it was his turn. He's quite tall. But for me, there was a real lack of energy in this dance, and like, it just, like, he just wasn't as punchy and as pacey as Nadia was. And listen, like, you can't be lagging behind when you're with Nadia. Nadia is fierce and she is fast. Like, it will show up if you're being a bit slow. I felt really bad giving him a 5. I really did. But Craig gave him a 3. So I was a bit like, oh. Even before he had to go in a dance off, like, Alfonso was like, I want you to just scream, you know, just let it all out. And Craig was like, no amount of screaming can sort that out, darling. I was like, oh, the shade is real, honey. And then you've got Mike and Katya dancing to Jump On It, Jump On It, Jump On It. Now, this is an iconic dance from the Fresh Prince, okay? Everybody knows Will and Carlton for doing this dance. And this was a bit of an Alfonso tribute because, you know, they're putting in his little Carltonisms in there and all the rest of it. Like, and it was really, really cute in some places. I lied. It wasn't cute. It was just wrong. I'm sorry. It just wasn't his dance, was it? It wasn't. Bless him. Alfonso had to get up out of his chair and show him how it was done. Samba? What samba? Where was the samba in this? I also thought that for this song, like the samba just didn't flow. Like those samba rolls, that for me, I prefer them when they're more like fluid. Oh God, I've just knocked the phone. I prefer when they're more fluid. I know I can't do it, right? But I prefer when they're more fluid. This was like, da, 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 da. No, just no. Like, not for me. But I agree that he should have been the one that was saved because for entertainment value, it was something else. Okay, as for best dressed celebrity, this is going to be hard, you know, because there were some beautiful, stunning pieces of work in this episode. But I think for me, my favorite from the celebrities was, oh, this is hard. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Michelle Visage, simply because when she stepped out in that blinging bodycon dress, my jaw just hit the floor. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of Swarovski crystals were put on that, but I am a bit of a bling queen, so if I see something that's going cha-ching, 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 I'm gonna be in love. Best dressed celebrity, it's gonna have to be OT. It's gonna have to be. I know that she's had best dressed before, but I don't care because she was giving me Malibu Christie. All right, that's the Black Barbie. Malibu Christie realness. She literally looks like a Christie doll that I used to have back in the day. And in that little yellow fringe skirt, it did everything for her figure, everything for her legs. I actually think that the next Strictly trophy should just be OT's legs. Just that. Just like OT's legs done in like silver mirrors. That would be an amazing trophy because they are impeccable. Oh, side note, can we also have a little bit of appreciation, please, for Johannes in the big group number what they did on the Sunday? Well, we know it's a Saturday, but you know that they showed on the Sunday. You know where they had like all the judges walking down the red carpet and then every dancer walking down the red carpet. Johannes stole that show. Listen, the way that he'll be coming down the carpet and then all of a sudden, whoom, bam! Yes, honey, I am here. Work, slay, pose. He gave it everything, and I love that everyone had these big hefty fans. I love me a big fan. I don't know whether you've noticed, but these fans are like my favorite thing ever. I really want to get one with my face on it though. I need to see if I can make that happen. But seriously, honey, he slayed it. I couldn't stop watching him. He was absolutely fabulous. He is becoming one of my favorite pros as well. His attitude, his sass. He is the male version of Beyonce for me. And yeah, like I thoroughly enjoy watching him. Question of the day, which was your absolute favorite dance of the night? This is really, really hard for me because I had, you know, a joint first of 3 couples, but I think I might have to give it to Karim. I think I'm gonna have to, but you know, with Emma and Saffron very, very, very close behind, but I think Karim just stole it for me because his energy is insane. If Strictly Come Dancing is your thing and you need someone to have a little chit chat about it with, then I am your girl. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future episodes. And just in case you have done, over here is where you will find all of my previous ones. Take care, my darlings, and I will see you all soon. Mwah. Bye.